on the stretch if you like to. Let's start with head rolls. Start in a clockwise motion first. This helps to increase relaxations of the muscles in your neck. Do it slow and be safe. Now in an anti-clockwise motion. Now get into a child pose slowly to stretch out your lats and your lower back and stay there for a while. Let's slowly move into a cat-cow position. Inhale and tilt your pelvis back, dropping your belly towards the mat. Then exhale and tuck your tailbone and belly in. Start with bended knee and slowly straighten your legs. Adjust it based on how you feel. Go deeper into a downward dog if you can, or you can do a milder version by not going too deep. Walk your legs to relax your hamstrings. Now slowly get into a cobra pose. Get into a high plank and slowly lower your entire body down onto the mat, then slowly bring your chest up. Please do this slow and be safe, and hold here. Now get into a downward dog for a few seconds, then bring your left leg forward into a lunge, resting your back knee on the mat. Tuck your butt in, your chin down, and place your palms on your left thigh and hold. You'll feel the stretch and relaxation on your neck and on your hip flexors here too. Go down into a deeper lunge, raising your arms. You can go back and forth slowly to increase flexibility. Adjust this based on how you feel. Listen to your body. Now move your hips back and stretch your hamstring. Again, you can move forward and then back into a stretch depending on your flexibility. Don't push yourself too hard for the stretch. Know your limits. Now move back into the original position and use one arm to pull your back foot to stretch your quads. If you can't reach your foot, it's okay. Just hold in the lunge position for a couple of seconds and slowly work towards into the stretch. Just like any workouts, it takes time to be more flexible too. Now move into a downward dog and transition into a lunge on the other leg by bringing your right leg forward with your back knee resting on the mat. Tuck your chin down, your butt in, and rest your palms on the front thigh. Now go deeper into the lunge to stretch your hips, legs, and glutes. It's okay if you can't go too deep into the lunge. Just adjust it based on how you feel. Now move your hips back and stretch your hamstring. You can also hold your ankle if you're more flexible. Now move Move back into a low lunge and pull your back foot with one hand to stretch your quads. Take it slow and easy and feel the stretch. Now into a downward dog and transition into a pigeon pose. You can put your hands on your thigh or lift your arms up or rest your hands on your side. Do as you please, just adjust your alignment based on your body and how you feel. Now you can fold forward for a deeper stretch once you get your alignment right. This helps to stretch your hip flexors and your glutes, and after those intense workouts, this is a good stretch. Now bring your chest up and stretch your quads by gently pulling your hand into your foot and press your foot into your hand while sitting tall. Now get into a downward dog as you transition into the other side for pigeon pose. Hold at the pigeon pose and adjust your hips and legs. Then slowly fold forward for a deeper stretch. Now lift your chest up and pull your back foot with one hand. Get into a downward dog again, and we're transitioning into a hip flexor, low lunge stretch to open up the hips more. Bring your left leg to the side. You can lift your back knee up or rest on the mat depending on how you feel. Try to go deep into the lunge by resting your elbows onto the mat. If your hip flexors are too tight, then you can place your hands on the mat instead and hold there for a couple of seconds. Have your hands on the mat and do some reaches like so. Now do the same on the other side. Stretch out your hip flexor and bring your elbows down if you can. Then back up into your hands on the mat and do some reaches. Bring your leg back into a downward dog pose and get into a pyramid pose. Try to stretch out your hamstring by folding forward. You can start with your front leg slightly bended if you're not as flexible and slowly work into a deeper stretch. Now onto the other side. To the middle, and you can shake your head up and down or left to right to relax those neck muscles. Do it slow. I was having too much fun over here. Come back down slowly and sit on the mat, and we're going to stretch our lats. Fold your right leg and try to reach your left leg using your right arm. Let's do a few more. go into a deeper hamstring stretch by folding forward. Go slow by placing your elbow on the mat, or you can even fold forward further if you're more flexible. If you're not too flexible, then try to fold forward just slightly. Listen to your body and know your limits. It's totally okay wherever you are at right now. Now do the same on the other side. Stretch your lats. Just a few more. Fold forward into a deeper hamstring stretch. Take it nice and slowly. Legs together and stretch your hamstring. Go as deep as you can. You can hold your ankle or your foot if you're more flexible. Now stretch one arm. You can also fold your legs if you're more comfortable with that. Stretch the other arm. Now let's stretch our tricep. And onto the other tricep. And now more head rolls because it's so relaxing. Now turn in the other direction. Lay flat on the mat with your knees stacked together and do a spinal twist. Try to have both shoulders rest on the mat. Do the best you can. It's okay if you can't do it in a certain range of motion. I was not flexible at all back in the days. And now onto the other side. Now open up your hips and place your hands on the hips to give it a final stretch. Now finally hug your knees for the last stretch. Hold here for a little longer. I hope you feel much more relaxed now, and this may help with recovery as well. Stay safe, and I'll see you in